Rachel. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, so a couple days ago, I finished our book club pick for May, which was When the Wolf Comes Home by Nat Cassidy. If you want any information about my book club, it's always linked down below. Everything is linked down below in my link tree. So if you just click the link tree link, it'll take you to all the links you need. My eBay store, my Amazon book club, which is in the Fable app. It is the TBR and DNF book club. I have not picked June's book club yet, so if you have any recommendations, let me know. I did want to read The Great Gatsby sometime this summer, so that could be a potential excuse me, for June, which is kind of random, but we read everything in my book club, everything from horror to romance to sci-fi to classics. We haven't read a classic in a long time though, so maybe, I've never read Great Gatsby, so maybe Great Gatsby. I also really want to read, I can't think of the title. We Are Still Here, or When, what the heck? We Used to Live Here? I think that's what it's called. But my loan has still not come in from the library, and I'm just a little worried that it wouldn't come in time, which I could always just buy it or whatever. But that's also an option, because I was debating between that and this, or that and something else last month. So that's an option too, because I do really still want to read that one. Also, Incidents Around the House. Ooh, that might be it too, because I do own that one. And they're making that into a movie with Jessica Chastain, which love her. So anyway, let me know down below what you think. Book club is really chill. So if you want a chill book club, link is down below. And then at the end of the video, I can let you know what I am currently reading or about to start reading. Okay, I'm really debating about whether to get into spoilers with this one, because I feel like once you get into the spoilers, there's kind of no turning back. Do you know what I mean? The synopsis on the back is really short, and it really does not give much away. Another thing is you must read the afterword after you read the book. Especially with Nat Cassidy's books, his afterwords are so brilliant and beautiful. And it kind of goes along with Nestlings and Mary. These books are very personal to him. This one kind of goes into great depth about his own father. It's very much about a father and son relationship, and just fathers in general, families in general. Yeah, and it very much goes into that at the end. And it's just very beautifully written. He's just so brilliant. I love him. So don't be skipping the afterwards after you read the book. You guys, I have this one hair, it's in my eye. Don't be skipping the afterwards. They go into these authors are usually pouring their hearts out at the end of the book to let you know why they wrote the book in the first place. So don't skip them. They're usually really important to why the book was written. So if you're skipping them, don't. So not that these books are anyway related to each other, but they've all been very personal to him. Nestlings is still my favorite, but this has been a very highly anticipated book for me. And going into it and getting girl, I was halfway through the book and I was like, this is a 3-star book. What's happening? And the book was not bad. Obviously, I don't think Nat can write a bad book. He's such a brilliant writer. His stories are so unique and well thought out and so personal to him. But I personally was just not connecting to it. So again, not a badly written book, not a bad book. It just wasn't personally resonating with me. I was excited to keep reading it. It was keeping me entertained, but I wasn't connecting with the characters at all. And then the last 60, 70 pages or so, I was locked in. He does that to me though. That last chunk of the book, I don't know, he does something. I was just completely locked in, and by the end I was crying. And yeah. Absolutely, really, really loved it. And I did end up giving this a 4-star, and I think it's very much deserved. I don't know, when I started reading this book, it had like a 4.3 rating. We'll see what it's at right now. I'm just not sure how it's going to do with folks. Like I said, when I started reading it, it was getting rave reviews, like favorite horror book of all time. It was just getting rave reviews. It's definitely a very unique take on horror and relationships. I guess the main character just wasn't quite doing it for me, and I don't really know why. It's not that I disliked our main character, Jess. She's a struggling actress, and we find out at the beginning that she's a struggling actress. She's working at this diner. We also find out that she has some past trauma with her own father. So there's definitely this like overarching, what's the term, a thing with fathers. And I liked how that was weaved into the story. I also loved how fairy tales was weaved into the story with this child. Like, he's so clever in his writing. Like, he's just such a clever writer. And I'm just so curious. I just don't really know what I want to say about this book. I don't think I want to give... I usually kind of say the synopsis and then I go into spoilers with the story. And I just don't think I want to give you very many spoilers because I think you should experience this yourself. Basically, Jess is a struggling actress. She has a really bad night at work involving possibly a used needle. That's not really giving anything away. So she gets freaked out and she kind of leaves work in a hurry, in a rush. And when she gets home, she discovers this young boy outside her house who looks terrified. And she's also experiencing something terrifying. Obviously, she just experienced this used needle situation that she got involved with. And then she finds herself wrapped up in this situation with this young boy and his father, who is obviously going through some sort of, like, she's thinking like mental health situation, like he's mentally not all there, but it turns into something much more terrifying and like out of this world. And I really didn't think that Wolf was, Wolf. Oh, okay. It's very interesting. The ending was so unique. I think a lot of people will either really love it or really hate it. I'm on the fence about the ending. Like the ending, like the last page ending. What if you've read it, what did y'all think about the ending? I think I liked it. I think it was he was very clever ending it that way. Yeah. It gets very gory. This is a very gory book. Maybe you should talk about triggers. If you want specific triggers, let me know. I can absolutely tell you, like I say in all my other books. If you're an avid horror reader, you just know going in there's going to be a lot of triggers. But if you don't read a lot of horror, maybe you don't know that. This gets very gory and, what's the word? Descriptive. So, yeah. It also talks about maybe like neglect, substance abuse, drugs, alcohol. It's very, very descriptive and gory though, like very. So there's that. I don't know if we have, the last few books we've had dealt with a lot of animal cruelty and stuff. Honestly can't remember, you guys. I'm really bad at remembering that kind of stuff. But remember, you can always go to that website or that app, Does the Dog Die? And that will tell you. And there's other ones too that you can go to. So yeah. He usually puts at the beginning his trigger warnings. I don't know if he did for this one though. Oh, content warnings. So yeah, he has a whole page about content warnings right here. Yeah, story about the slippery nature of fear and how important it is to find healthy ways to live with it. So I'm more than happy to provide a heads up. Okay, can tell you right now all the triggers. You ready? This book contains graphic depictions and/or discussions of murder, gore, dismemberment, needle trauma, blood-borne diseases, spiders, insects, suicidal ideations, abuse, grief, alcoholism, parent death, child trauma, child endangerment, and a whole lot more. It borrows a few tropes from fairy tales. Happy endings isn't one of them. There you go. That's not giving anything away. It's just the book deals with a lot of death, a lot of murder, a lot of gore. There you go. Yeah. So it's a lot of death. Yeah. Yeah. So there's a lot of like family trauma in this book as well. And so if you don't want to read about that, maybe it's not a great one for you. I'm not, like I said, I'm not really sure why I didn't connect so well with the main character, because he does such a great job writing women. So that's like wasn't an issue for me. I think some people you just connect with and some you don't, some characters. So yeah, I don't know. And the kid was not annoying. You know how some kids in books, I'm just like, oh my God, shut up already. Like, they're so annoying, but he wasn't annoying at all. I really enjoyed his character. He was such a unique character. I really liked his whole story. Some of the death scenes and stuff were so unique. Nat has such a crazy mind. Like, wow. So yeah, I don't want to give too much away, you guys. I think you should go in this knowing that much, and just know that you're in for a pretty wild ride. And I'm really curious what you guys thought of this, because I think it is going to get some pretty interesting feedback. And if you've read Mary and Nestlings, which one's your favorite? Nestlings is still my ultimate favorite. I need to buy a copy of it. I own Mary, which is somewhere over here, and I don't know where she went. And I own this one, obviously. And then I do have a video I will also link down below of his short stories that I just read, Rest Stop, and then those 3 little trilogy short stories that I read, which I absolutely loved and recommend. I can link that video down below as well. So all in all, this was a win for me. Like I said, I had a hard time connecting. We got there in the end though, and that ending was everything. I just really enjoyed it. It really kept me engaged. And if you like horror with a little bit of fairy tale, fantasy, sci-fi, because it is, it's very much that. I think you'll really enjoy this one. It's not your typical just horror slasher. It definitely has sci-fi fantasy element to it. Very unique and imaginative. So yeah, give it a try. I think you'll enjoy it. And I gave it 4 stars. And it's only 300, not even 300 pages. And that's with the afterword, which you should read. Read the afterword. Nat's pouring his heart and soul out to you guys, okay? So I'm sorry I didn't go into too much detail, but I think y'all just need to read it. I think you just need to experience. And look at how beautiful that cover is. Look at the wolf. What a dandy. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys read it and enjoy it. So that was May's book club. Let me know what you think we should read for June. I am still thinking about Emily Henry's book too, but y'all, that is getting such mixed reviews. I'm so scared to start that book. Have you guys read it yet? I'm nervous. I don't know. We could read that one too, but we already read an Emily Henry book for book club, so I don't know if people would want that again, but we'll see. I am thinking maybe that Josh Malerman book, or is that Josh Malerman? The incidents around the house, or is that, what's his name? I think it's Josh Malerman, who I also don't have a great history with, but I'm willing to try it again. So what I'm going to read next is, these are both from the library. Julie Chan is Dead, which I talked about in one of my last videos. I'm really excited to read this. I believe this is about 2 twin sisters. One of them is an influencer who ends up dead, I believe. And then her sister like takes over her life. I don't know if people realizes she's dead, or if the sister just like takes over her life without people knowing that she takes over her life, something like that. But then it's like her sister realizes that she was like in a cult, or I don't know. It's something about cults, and it just said like, if you loved Bunny, you'll love this book or something. So I'm like, okay, sign me up. So I'm really excited to read that. It's been getting really great reviews, and again, it's only like 300 some pages, like 310 pages. So I need to start reading that. And then I also have this nonfiction. It's just Buy What You Love Without Growing Broke. They also have a podcast, the Frugal Friends podcast. This is a really short book. It's under 200 pages. So I don't know if I'm gonna, I might read it, or I might just like kind of skim through and see what chapters like resonate with me. I don't know, we'll see. And if I do that, I will not mark it as read. If I'm skimming through a book, I did not read it, okay? I skimmed it. I'm not counting that as read. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all count that as read if you're skimming through? I think that's cheating. I'm sorry about it, but I think you cheated. They share a plan for sifting through what's not important to find the things you truly love spending money on. You learn how to analyze your current spending and identify what you value, prioritize your values when you can't afford everything, identify the root cause of your impulse spending, and make your habit changes stick long term. I think that sounds really interesting. I don't know if it'll be like, if it'll pertain to me, but we'll see. I don't know. I don't know when this one is due, but I think I could renew it either way. So I need to get on. I've been so busy with reselling stuff, photographing and listing. I just honestly have not had time to read. So I need to like kind of prioritize my time and find some time to read because I enjoy it. Let me know what you guys are reading down below. After these, I don't know. I need to prioritize and read the books that I have, which was one of my goals this year, was to read the books that I own. And I feel like I have not been doing that. I've been buying new releases and getting stuff from the library, and I need to read what I have. So, yeah, I need to do that because I have so many. I have so many books. I have over 600 books now, and I need to start reading them. So, anyway, excuse me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have read When the Wolf Comes Home, oh gosh, let me know what you guys thought. It's upside down. Let me know what you guys thought. If you would like to join my book club, the link is down below in my link tree in every video. You can find it there on the Fable app. Okay. It's the TBR and DNF book club. We're super chill. You just, yeah, whatever. And if you've read Julie Chan is Dead or the other book, let me know also. I'm curious to see what you thought of those. If you have not read Mary or Nestlings yet, highly recommend. Yeah, highly recommend. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up and a share if you did enjoy it. It really helps out the channel, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.